channel, but not really enough damage to finish off either of these members of CLG.
I think right now they're gonna need that better ward placement, because one thing I see that works really well against TSM is just whenever they're on blue side, you see the mid lane just go through river, swing around blue, and then go up and gank top. Especially anytime if a European team is winning against TSM, they're able to just constantly press and then have the mid lane just gank them. Just something very, very common is you see a ward right here, which I haven't seen drop. Just simply having this ward right here will block all jungle heading this way for a gank, and it'll stop mid going through this way for a gank as well. So hopefully that gank on Renekton top is going to prompt somebody from TSM to start warding that choke. It's just such a good position because it gives a tell when the enemy does wraith, when mid leaves, and when the jungle.
Yeah, full burst combo coming out from Pete and Creeper onto, especially in the bottom lane. Down to low health, but that is the ult down from Tarek, so let's wait and watch quite how TSM decide to play this. Aox took an exhaust to the face as well, so there's a couple of summoners down CLG. Nothing too serious as Wicked with that Ghost Blade up again starts diving in into Darius. He gets baited into Odd One. Very well played Darius. The Ignite is ticking. Exhaust is out. Wicked will flash, but the flash and the dash comes from Darius. The summoner he'll use. Wicked not going to get out of there with his life. And a nice gank from TSM. Double buffed Mundo with a cleaver. Just a little too much of a slow to get away. And the flash dash from Darius. Really well executed as well. Another stun lands on Chaos. He does catch that artillery barrage from Yellow Feet. Not sure if it's special, means the shield is enough.
The one thing I want to talk about is Aurelia does have a Ghost Blade. That was a really, really quick Ghost Blade. However, Ghost Blade is really, really good for chasing down and killing people. But when it comes down to a team fight, you know, you're going a build that's gonna allow you to kill people really, really easy, but it doesn't provide you with a lot of defense. And usually Aurelia goes one of those type of builds where she tanks really, really well, and she does a lot of damage just based off of attack speed, because her true damage component when she activates her E, I think, or is it W? Yeah, her Heat Strike, or W. So Ghostblade definitely adds to her Heat Strike. However, you can do a lot of damage, but if you die really quick, it's not going to do much. Are you still there, Peggy? I haven't heard you for a while.
I'm muting my microphone while I sneeze. I forgot to unmute it. My bad.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was like,
you see the gang, sorry, mid lane. Froger headbutt pulverize Reggie into this wall by the tower. Grabs a very quick follow-up kill. And we had actually got Mundo hiding in the top lane. But Wicked suspected that gank and waited for the recall before he came out of the bush. Huh?
That was my bad. I was actually checking Skype to make sure you didn't disconnect, and I supposedly missed something.
Yeah, there was a Carthus out in the bottom lane, put Yellow Pete really low, forced him to base, and he does just good ult into Chaos as he forced that recall out. And yeah, the gank onto mid lane means Carthus is dropped. Odd One going in to clear up the CS there, but there's 2 deaths now on both Renekton and Carthus, and 2 kills onto Aurelia and Froggins and Nivea. So not 2 champions, or 2 champions you don't want fed. Are Wicked's Aurelia and Froggins and Nivea. The last time we saw Wicked in this position with Boots and a Ghost Blade, in what we thought was not quite a 1 game, but a really strong game for him in that top lane. CLG actually came back and lost it, so let's see how he can play out this time. He does go in onto Darius again, but once more he gets baited straight into Odd One. Does get that last ult out and finish Darius off under the tower, but now he's running from the Odd One. Needs to dodge as many cleavers as he can, and through the minions will be all it takes. Odd One going to have to give up on that chase despite the fact he's got move speed from his ultimate. And Reggie is forced to solo himself this blue back again.
So anyways, CLG is up 5-1. Their kill difference is pretty big. It's a 4 kill difference. However, the gold is only 700. That just goes to show that even though TSM is dying, they're still keeping their farm up. So that's a good sign, because if you're able to keep up your farm despite getting killed over and over, that means that when you're not getting ganked, you're not getting pressure so much that it's gonna snowball where you can't come back. So as soon as TSM is gonna group up, I feel like they're gonna be able to make a comeback just because the gold difference isn't splitting or spreading out so much that TSM is gonna fall behind and not be able to defend themselves.
Yeah, and they're going in for Dragon number 2. CLG are so far out of position, they're not expecting this. The Dragon going down really quickly will mean, yeah, TSM pick it up with ease. And now Pete and Creeper are a little bit exposed. They need to try and avoid as much CC as they can. They do catch a cleaver, but the headbutt pulverized lands nicely onto Special and Reginald. And the good stun comes out from Creeper onto Special. Gets his full combo down. Dyrus is doing a good job of zoning Yellow Pete. That wall not the best from Froggen, but they are still going to get it in onto Reggie. Kill goes to Froggen. Dyrus still being chased. Carter's ult coming out. CLG going to go low. Yellow Pete grabs that last auto attack at max range onto Special for that kill. CLG coming out of that with 5 members left up. They do pick up 2 kills. Dragon still worth it.
You know, CLG definitely came out ahead, but it wasn't that bad because they were able to pick up Dragon. Because anytime you lose members on your team, that means the other team's got the potential to start taking objectives, and that's exactly what you see bottom. TSM not only lost 2 players, but they lost tower. Before that fight, the gold difference was only 700. Now it's 1,700 because they lost that tower in addition to the 2 players.
That's pretty good as well for CLG. Pete out of mana, going to try and kite Chaos back. 3 Doran's Blade and Vamp Scepter for the Bloodthirst goes up on Chaos. Quite a bit of AD on the sustain, especially now hiding in the bush. We do have Froggen, who has picked up yet another kill, getting stronger in mid lane. And notice, no Medjais this game. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's our indicator. Froggen with Medjais has indicated a lost first game. Won the second game. This time he's going a bit safer. He's getting that chalice. He's getting a Rod of Ages. He doesn't want to risk something all on the dice roll, if you like, of a Medjai's Soul Stealer. Wicked rotates back to his top lane. Dyrus really not having any fun up there. He has got 1 kill now thanks to that last team fight, but he's still on to 3 deaths. And all it means for Wicked is, oh look, he's worth gold again. See if he can avoid any more deaths. Frogger up with 5 assists, which when there's only 7 kills in the game for CLG is a great number for a jungler to be on.
You know, it only takes about 1 or 2 good plays from TSM to actually break even and come out ahead. Because if you look at the kills, right, Wicked's 3, 1, and 2. He's got probably a 2 kill spree right now, and Anivia has a 3 kill spree. So if TSM is able to pick off those 2 people and just get their bounty, you're gonna see the gold gap just close really quick, because that would be about $1,500 in gold gap that they can close just by killing champion.
We do have Reginald getting cooked again out of position, but wow, Froggen flashes over the wall. He's had 5 members of TSM. Gets burst down into egg, and CLG cannot do anything to defend him. Froggen gets destroyed, and there's gonna be some harsh words had towards that one. Little bit of an overly aggressive flash, trying to catch the Reginald kill, finds 5 TSM players.
That was a really good dash by Dyrus. He's able to dash across onto the Wraith and stun Anivia at the same time, and it positioned, or it allowed Graves to get into position and land his ultimate and have Mundo egg Anivia. Just that initial stun segued that entire gank onto Anivia.
Well, they wanted that Carthus kill pretty bad. They kind of gave up Froggen for it and didn't even get the kill. They are going to get top tower. Wicked does that while that all goes on. TSM looking to try and steal a blue buff that's not here. Very good, dashing away from Dyrus again. We've got 4 members of TSM now hiding in this CLG blue buff. Chaos is carrying one from where he killed Anivia.
So CLG.eu does know that they're in there. They are camping in and around that brush ward on the bottom side. And so both team knows that TSM wants to contest blue buff, and CLG.eu does know that. So after getting hit with that stun by Anivia, I don't know if Carthus wants to go back in and take some more damage.
Do you see the blue get stolen? Odd One grabs that with a smite. CLG, well, to us, they knew it was going on. They knew that's what they wanted to do, but they just weren't ready for it. Wicked shoving that top lane is fine. Dyrus is up there before anything really goes wrong or he loses any CS. They see what they're going to make of it. They have obviously got all three at the outer turrets now. CLG got quite a bit of map control from that. They are rotating to the blue buff for TSM. They want to steal one back for themselves. And they are trying to bait into this bush, but they're standing right on top of a ward. They now know this because Odd One throws a cleave straight in. And they walk in there with an oracles, so they grab vision from that. Headbutts over the wall, starts the blue fight. They obviously ideally want to give this to Froggen. If not, they can just take it away from TSM. That's the main thing.
Oh, this could be a really, really bad fight for TSM here. Just because they're a little bit weaker than CLG and... Oh, man.
Cartha's getting burst down out of position. We got Wicked now taking low. There's the ult. Everyone on CLG down to about half health because of that. And a great flash ult from Creeper hits everyone on TSM. Really good AoE and gives us the attack damage bonus to everyone on CLG. Froggen getting chased away by Chaos. They want the oracles. Chaos, can you quite get enough? He gets the slowdown. He's still chasing. Has he got enough for a dash? How long has he got? 9 seconds on the dash. Froggen needs to keep running. If he can land a perfect headbutt pulverize, but turns around. Chaos does not want to dash under the tower. All the while, Wicked grabs a kill onto Odd One with the help of Yellow Peak on this blue buff. Froggen is still here. Special and Chaos now slightly cut off from the rest of the team. Needs to be careful coming back into this. Froggen grabs the blue. He's low on mana, but he's going to regen it now that the blue is here. I think Special and Chaos will rotate to the top lane and get out safely. Darius has to go down towards the dragon, but CLG are hanging on there. They are up by 2,000 gold, but as we just saw, TSM are not weak. They can still come out on top if they can place these team fights well. Unfortunately for that one, Carthus kind of got popped a little bit out of position.
If Carthus had died in the middle of everybody, he would have been able to output just a little bit more damage and would have put TSM in a much, much better position to clean up that team fight. So Dragon is up. Both team knows that it's coming up. Wicked is very, very low. So TSM, it would be a favorable position for them to go and group up for Dragon right now. However, they're not moving there in time, so if they wait just a little bit longer, CLG is going to be able to get back to Dragon before TSM does, and it's going to be a free Dragon for CLG. This is not good for TSM. Basically, Darius is very, very low on hit point, and he did not loot though, so he's unable to go in there, and TSM knows that. Because basically a couple of their members aren't full hit point. If they're gonna engage on Dragon at such low of a hit point, players are gonna get killed instantly, and they're not gonna be able to fight at their full potential. So they just give it up and just back out and cut their losses. This late in the game, what I want to see from TSM is just an Oracle walk around, clear the wards, and just set up for Baron. You have Mundo